Could the 2026 World Cup be the event that finally ushers in world peace?
America, it is happening. Do you see it? People who want America who have travelled to the World Cup are realising they've been lied to.
We owe America a huge apology because America is nothing like what the media tells us. Everyone is so friendly, everyone is so accommodating.
I feel like I've been lied to my entire life about America.
I mean, think about it. The whole world is gathered in the United States right now, and suddenly they don't hate us anymore. Thanks to the World Cup being hosted in the United States this year, the world is realizing two important things. One, they don't hate us. They hate our politicians. And two, so do we. It's never been a secret. The world hates us. Everybody over here in the US of A knows that. And we never really could much blame the people. Because we know what our government does to the rest of the world. We hate it too. Most of us do. They're spending our money to go stick their noses in other people's business. And those other people always hated us for it. Now they're starting to wake up. And social media is a powerful beast. These people all have Instagram, they all have Facebook, and they're spreading the world what America is really like. They're realizing that people are really friendly, welcoming, generous. The police are not the stone killers that the news makes them out to sound like. And we have a lot of modern amenities that those other countries don't have, even though a lot of them are first world countries. And the people make just as much as we do at their jobs. Right now in France and Germany, there's a really bad heat wave going on. And people are dying because they don't have air conditioning anywhere, not even in the hospitals. We have air conditioner everywhere here. We have air conditioner in lobbies. And I don't understand how they don't have air conditioning, because every place that I've ever been, every job that I've ever been that was a blue collar job in a warehouse or whatever, and we didn't have air conditioning, or even back when I was a kid in school in New York and we didn't have air conditioning, the computer rooms always did. So how the hell does France and Germany have operating computers if they don't have air conditioning? Anyway, they're seeing the size of our roads. They're seeing the quality of our food. They're seeing everything about America that makes this country so great. All the things that we take for granted every day. And they love it. And a lot of them are getting on social media and making videos apologizing for the way they used to look at us. By the way, peoples, I got an update on the R1 today. They're saying they will have it diagnosed, if not by the end of this week, by the end of next week. I saw this one little TikTok. This guy was astonished at the idea of free drink refills. He's like, wait, I can fill this 1,000 times.
I can refill.
Yeah. You want one Coke Zero or two?
I can refill this 1,000 times.
Yeah, but you won't drink 1,000 cups of
You
Coca-Cola.
don't know me. And it's free.
You paid for it, you paid it.
Once.
Bro, slow down. Slow down.
It's cold.
Fabio, slow down. Slow down. Why?
That was good. Because it's free. Yes, please. Thank you. I'm in paradise. Brother, cheers. Another one. Should I finish this one too?
Bro,
I'm gonna explode.
that's too much sugar. You don't need that.
That's true, but it's free.
And his buddy was like, wait, slow down, man. Like, that much sugar's not good for you, bro. Yeah, but They're eating ribs from Texas.
Beer and barbecue. Yeah, that's very different.
And all that kind of stuff, and they're going crazy for it. Everybody from all over the world. The Koreans, the Mexicans, the Japanese, Europeans from all over the place. People from Norway. Norway is known for having some of the most closed off people known to mankind. They don't trust anybody. They don't fuck with new people. They're like, fuck you, I got enough friends. They're stoic as fuck. These people were in the middle of Times Square doing a mass row. Alright, mingling with all the New Yorkers. And if there's anybody in this country that you're gonna hate, it should be New Yorkers. I'm not saying it's justified. I happen to be one of them by birth, so I understand the language, and I know that we don't mean anything by it, but we do sound very abrasive.
Yeah, my nigga, and you could put my balls on a pita bread with some hummus and tahini and eat that to the face. You feel me? Mind your fucking business. Nobody asked you anything, my nigga. Shut the fuck up.
And it makes total sense why other cultures would think we were being jerks. But it's definitely not even like that. Even still, the fact that everybody's getting along right now. Everybody that was mortal enemies before, we're all getting along because the government is out of it. You're a dick. You had time. You had time. That wasn't very World Cup-like of me. I hope that guy's not from another country. Yeah, but I see hope here, peoples. I really, really, truly, honestly believe that this is the start of something completely new. Because we're all in touch with each other. We can all talk on X and Instagram and Facebook and right here on YouTube. And now that people have a lot more information to base their questions on and their complaints, that paves the way for a much more productive dialogue. And remember, all the kids in school that were nerds and got bullied, they didn't have any friends. They didn't get any chicks. They didn't play any sports. So the only thing that they had in their life was their studies. So they became super successful. Now they are the billionaires that fund the politicians, and they are also the politicians. So there's a very, very small group of people making decisions for hundreds of millions of people. And that small group of people is butthurt and jealous of the millions of people that they make decisions for. So that's what kind of screws everything up. I've always said, all we got to do is say no. You know, they represent us. But that's all they do is represent us. They don't rule us. They're supposed to do what we want. So when their votes don't match what we put them in office for, if we all collectively just say, nah, hell no, then what? Oh, they'll send the military after us. I'm talking about them too. And the polices. Everybody. Everybody that's not actually in the Congress or the Senate. all of us was like, nah, it's not even like that, bruh. Then guess what? We wouldn't have half of the problems that we have. Now we'd have other problems trying to agree as a people which laws to embrace, which laws to ignore, and which laws to accept reluctantly. But I'd much rather have that problem than the problem we have now, where they tax us into poverty and take our money and go destroy international relations by wasting money on bombs and funding wars outside of our borders that have nothing to do with us. But that is a whole nother topic in and of itself. Right now, I'm just happy to see that we're all getting along. Shout out to everybody from Ireland. Shout out to everybody from Scotland. Shout out to everybody from England. I believe that's what makes up the UK. Shout out to all the countries in Europe, Australia, everybody in South America. Shout out to everybody that is over here enjoying our culture. Shout out to everybody that wishes they were over here enjoying our culture. Hopefully we'll be able to catch you next time. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, peoples. I bring you a first-hand look at all different kind of interesting thingamajigabobs and situations. Don't miss 'em.
Here we go.
That's water, Ruben.
More than 80-90%.
That's water? That's water?
Bullshit.
What is it?
Alcohol.
What is Hey, Ruben, wake up.
Ay, Douglas Antonio.